everybody, and happy Tuesday, which means it is Tea Tuesday. And today, my tea is not tea. My tea is coffee. And the reason why I'm having the coffee with you guys is because even on Tea Tuesday, I make my coffee first thing in the morning. But this morning, I tried for the first time ever pumpkin spice creamer. It's so good. It's a complete thumbs up. I love it. So if you will follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you know that because I posted already, but it's really good. And you know, like I tried the peppermint chocolate peppermint, I think, creamer, and I didn't like it because it had so much chocolate in it. I don't want chocolate in my coffee, you know, but peppermint alone. So maybe I just need to get some peppermint syrup. But what I've been doing is Tammy from Granny Tea, she sent me a bunch of little miniature candy canes, and I've been doing my vanilla creamer in the morning and then putting one of those candy canes in there, and that tastes good. But today I tried the pumpkin spice and it was a complete thumbs up. I love it. So for any of you guys that are watching Tea Tuesday for the first time, this is an open collab that is hosted by myself and Kathy from Kathy's Favorite Things. We are inspired and got this idea from Amy, and her channel is Hey Aim. And so Amy was just having tea every once in a while in her backyard or in her bedroom and just chatting, and we thought it would be a great idea to do this on Tuesdays and have it be an open collab and call it hashtag all lowercase Tea Tuesday, okay? So that's how we find you, is if you do the hashtag. And then I have been putting as many as I can in the description box that I watch. I don't know how much longer I'm going to continue to do that. I might just have you guys do the hashtag and search for it that way, because we are up to about 30 ladies now doing Tea Tuesday with us, which is awesome. And so there's just, you know, I mainly do that in the description box so that I later can go back through and watch everybody's videos. Now, if you notice, if I'm watching your video, some of you guys I'm not even getting to until Saturday or Sunday because there's so many and I work. I can't watch them all day long. But so if you're doing a Tea Tuesday and I have you in the description box, in my description box, I will eventually get over there to see you. It's just going to take me a while. Now, the week that I had my grandkids here, I did not watch everybody's Tea Tuesday because I was really busy with them. And I thought, well, I'll just catch up on next week's. So, but it's really fun. You meet a lot of different people and you can do hot tea, cold tea, or like I'm doing coffee today, or if you want to do water or whatever you want to do, and you just chat. And you don't have to show yourself in the camera. You can tilt it down and do a crafting project, a coloring, cooking, just chatting, whatever you want to do. And I always like to share on Tea Tuesday. So let me show you a couple things. I think I showed you this last week, but out of this book called Creative Christmas, that's from the Creative Haven line, I started doing this Santa. I think I showed it to you guys once before. And I thought, oh, it's going to be easy, no problem. But you know what? There's so much detail into it that sometimes I have to set it aside and just be like, I'll come back to that because there's so much detail in that. So yesterday, my coworker, she ordered 2 of these books, Entangled Christmas from Creative Haven as well. One thing with Creative Haven is they do have a lot of detail. But I started doing this one, and I really enjoy it because it's more like a mandala. And we are going to do a buddy color on that. And she's not on YouTube, but she's on Facebook. And so we will share it on Facebook afterwards. So the other thing I wanted to share, I don't know if I showed you or not, but I picked up reading again. I've started reading. I don't know, winter brings more reading to me, movie watching. And so I'm reading Danielle Steele, The Mistress. It's just okay. It's a Danielle Steele book, you know. I mean, I haven't read a lot, and I don't read a lot every day, just a little bit every night before I go to bed. But I do enjoy reading again. And my son came over, the one from Montana, And he's like, Mom, Danielle Steele is still writing books. He's like, my God. And now she has over 1 billion books in print. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. So that's what I'm doing. And then also I have a few movies I just thought I would go over with you. It won't be like a huge movie review, but I just will share what we've watched. We haven't watched a lot of movies. We've been watching some Hallmark Christmas movies, but we've only watched 4 because Yellowstone started back up, and the Kids Baking Network started back up, and the Adult Holiday Bake Off started back up, and we have Dish Network and they're not having channel 10, so I missed the British Bake Off, which kind of sucks, but oh well, I could watch it on YouTube, I think. Yeah, so we just have been watching a lot of TV, and so I haven't watched a lot of movies lately, but this is an old one, Meet the Parents. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched this one. It's so funny, with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro's like a ex-cop or a retired cop investigator, and this guy is dating his daughter, and of course nobody's good enough for his daughter, and so he really gives them a hard time when they come over to visit for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I can't remember. Or no, the sister's getting married. The baby sister's getting married. That's what it is. And the father really gives him a hard time, and, you know, those kind of show, and it ends up, you know, with a nice ending, so that's good. Then we watched Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality 1, and then Miss Congeniality 2. She has to be the best actress, I swear. She really is a good actress. And, of course, she's an undercover cop that's trying to find out who is sabotaging the pageant. And so she goes undercover as one of the contestants. And do you remember who she's supposed to, what state she represented, hon? I can't remember what state. New Jersey, that's right. But, you know, she's so in her cop world, she's tough and she's very manly and she's not feminine. And then they have to get somebody to actually show her how to use proper etiquette and walking and doing her hair. And they're both cute movies. I loved them. So a lot of you might not like this one, We're the Millers. It is rated R. There's cussing and some is there nudity in it, or just yeah, okay. Yeah, well, but there was cussing in it, I know. So anyways, he actually is a drug dealer, smuggling, and he needs to smuggle a bunch of marijuana over from Mexico. So this is his neighbor, and he's always had a crush on her. She never had a crush on him, but he told her he'd pay her $10,000 to act like his wife, and these kids were just like in the complex, or just kind of like lost kids. And anyways, they end up kind of becoming a family in a way, but it's kind of a twisted movie. So if you're not into our movies, then you definitely don't watch that one. This one is Jim Carrey with The Truman Show. This one came out in I want to say the late 90s. And so he is a reality TV star, and he doesn't know it. They've done from the time he was born all the way until his 30s, and he's married, and it's a TV show that everybody watches. And he's supposed to live, I believe, in Maine or Cape Cod or something like that. And but it's all a set, but he doesn't know it. And then they tell him that his father died in a boating accident, which was really just an actor, but he wanted off the show, and so they killed him in a boating accident. And then it takes till he's almost the end of the show for him to realize that there's something wrong. This isn't real. You know, why can't he get off the island, and why is he seeing people that are supposed to be dead? You know, it's just it's kind of a funny show, but I've liked it. I've watched it several times. And the last one I'm going to show you today was when I went to my son in Montana's. They had this movie, and we watched it. It's called The Greatest Showman. And it's based on a true story of Barnum and Bailey, and he started the circus with finding different kinds of people, like a super heavy, like the heaviest lady in the Guinness Book of World Records kind of thing, and then another one that had a full beard but she was a woman, and then a little midget, and then so he had all kinds of different people, and he started at the circus, and that became Barnum and Bailey. And then it shows him hit with his life, and he married this girl that was, her parents were very, very wealthy, and they didn't like him, but she was madly in love with him, and they had two beautiful girls. And it's a musical, complete musical, but I really, really enjoyed it. And this is a fairly new one. I think this might have been out a year or so. So if you haven't watched this one I really recommend. I believe it's PG. Yeah, it's a good, wholesome show to watch. So I would suggest that one. Other than that, what's going on? The weather's super cold here for us. It's super cold. It's 38 degrees right now here. So that's cold for us. And it gets up into the high 60s, mid 60s during the day. So for us, that's cold. I know for some of you, that's like spring weather. And we are going to have, in America here, I know a lot of you are from Canada and Australia and the UK, but it's our Thanksgiving this Thursday. We actually are going to celebrate it on Wednesday. That's what we always do, so that my kids can go to, their in-laws or wherever they want to go on Thursday. So we celebrate on Wednesday, and then Thursday I don't have to work, so the hubby and I, we just kind of chill and watch movies and relax that day. I take down my fall decorations and maybe start putting up Christmas decorations. This year's going to be really a easy Thanksgiving. There's only going to be 10 of us, and 4 of them are babies or under the age of 8. So I don't have to take my table out. There'll be enough room for the adults at the table, and I'm going to get the card table out for the grandkids to eat, and it'll be super easy. And I'm looking forward to it. We're having a turkey, a small turkey, and then Jen from New York City had a recipe for a pot roast in the crock pot, and I'm going to do a video on that just because it seems way too easy to be as good as it sounds, but it's with a can of Coca-Cola and a jar of the Chinese chili sauce, like sriracha sauce, and some garlic cloves. That's all you put in the crock pot with it, and it's supposed to be delicious. So we're gonna try it and have it for Thanksgiving. We usually have turkey and ham. The ham always gets dried out, and this year we're having turkey and roast beef. So, and then of course I always have to make my green bean casserole and my stuffing, and mashed potatoes and gravy, rolls. My daughter-in-law makes a really good sweet potato casserole, and my other daughter-in-law makes a wonderful pecan pie and olive berry pie. I don't think she makes that one. I think she gets it at the fruit stand. So yeah, it'll be a great Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody here has a great Thanksgiving. And I'm gonna get ready to go to work. I gotta go take the turkey out of the freezer and get headed to work. Oh, I went grocery shopping. I did a haul. I did it live, and a lot of you were saying, oh, I didn't see a premiere for it, or I didn't know that you were going live. Actually, you could ask my husband. I just came home and I said, I think I'm gonna try to go live, because a lot of times our internet doesn't work very well, but it did work that day great. And I did a live. It was about 34 minutes long. I had 13 people on there. We had a great chat, and so that's why you weren't notified, probably, because I just went on spur of the moment, and it wasn't a long live, so, but it was long enough, and I just showed my grocery haul. But I got home and I knew I didn't have mushrooms because I went on a Sunday. They were out of mushrooms. So I'm like, well, I'm going to have to go back to the grocery store, but I'm going to go before work on Monday, because the grocery stores are going to be crazy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We all know that, right? And so then, as I was taking stuff out, I realized I forgot sour cream, and I forgot whipped cream, and I forgot pretzels. So I had to get all those things. And then my coworker, she didn't want to go shopping in town here. She wanted to go to Yuba City last night. So she went to Walmart and to Winco. And Winco is a big store. I think it's kind of like a Kroger, I think, which you guys have back in the Midwest and back east is Kroger. And I think it's kind of like that. But anyways, she texted me and she's like, oh my gosh, everything is picked over. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, there's no food in the store. She's like, anything Thanksgiving related, being stuffing, cranberry sauce, anything, it was completely wiped out on the shelves. They had employees stocking, and she said there was literally lines everywhere in the store to get your turkey, to get your ham, to get your rolls, to get your stuffing, to get yams, because everybody was waiting in line, and then as they were taking and putting it on the shelves, it was gone again. And I said, that's why I shopped right here in town. And I said, because I knew it was going to be like that. I went to Yuba City last year, I believe, and I was going to go to Winco. And when I got there, there was a line to get into the parking lot all the way out to the highway. And so where are you going to park, And then I wasn't going to, so I went over to Bel Air, which is a more expensive upper crust grocery store. It was super busy too, but not as crazy as Winco. And so then my coworker told me she left Winco with some things, but she couldn't even get all of her stuff. So then she went over to Walmart, and she said the same thing, lines all the way out, like waiting for turkeys and hams and whatever they were stocking. And she went after work. So you'd think like that it would be busier during the day, but people were getting off work and going to do their grocery shopping, and she said it was crazy. I'm like, man, I'm so glad I didn't go. So, and you know what? If I couldn't have got it here in town, well, then we just don't have it, we just don't have it. So we just make do with what they have, because I wasn't going to go fight the crowds. And I've been organizing and cleaning in the craft room. I showed you one video, and since then I did 6 more drawers that look really good. But then I stopped doing that, and I've been working on my pantry, and it's a big shelf, and oh my gosh, it's been a lot of work. But it looks so nice now, and I only have the bottom shelf to go with that section. But I just decided I'm going to try really hard to just like start organizing and trying to stay organized. But you got to stay on top of it, because I did my closet in the bedroom, and now it's back to disaster again. I did the cupboard in the kitchen, and it looks so nice, and now it's back to a disaster again. Same thing where my cups and mugs and stuff are, glasses, it's a disaster again. And where I keep my storage containers for leftovers, it's a disaster. So you really have to keep up on things. When you see people with super organized houses, they keep up on it all the time. You can't just be tired and throw something in there. You got to put it away how it's supposed to go. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But, at least I did some now, and then I'll try to do more. And also I've been purging a lot of stuff that's like, you either don't use, or, I have a pile going of some crafting supplies that I'm never going to use, and I'm going to do a giveaway on my channel, I think, and depending on how much I have. Right now I have enough for maybe one box, one of those large shipping boxes, and I'll do a giveaway, and then somebody else can use what I don't think I'm going to use. So all right, you guys, well, that's it. I got to get ready for work, and as soon as I get this uploaded, I will start putting everybody's links in the description box. But remember that I do work, and so if you look in there and say, hey, mine's not in there, it will get in there eventually. It just takes me a while, okay? So you guys, I did shout out the eclectic thrifter and crafter on a previous video that I really enjoyed her channel. And I had I had mentioned to you guys to go over and visit her channel. And I had said I was going to do a shout out every week when I do Tea Tuesday. So this week I would like to shout out Crafty Sue 519. Go check out her channel. She does Tea Tuesday, and she's the best storyteller. I tell you, she has some great stories. Her husband flew for American Airlines his whole life, and so she'll give you stories about that and about you know, with her children and just different things. She's always got great stories. So if you're not subscribed to Crafty Sue 519, you should go over and check out her Tea Tuesday, and you will fall in love with her. She's got great stories. She's a wonderful storyteller. So, all right, that's my shout out for this week. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.